In search of sanity.
Grateful rising. You know, by now, I'm sure anybody who's hearing me know about Target boycott, 40-day fast, as it was called. Now, that was a 40-day boycott of Target that calls for supporters to give up shopping at the grocery store, company store during the Lenten period, a 40-day boycott. It was done to protest the discounts retail's decision to end some of its diversity, equity, and inclusions initiative. Also, from what I understand, Target had promised a certain amount of business to black companies, and they reneged on that, and they don't set up on black colleges, not just different things and stuff. Well, now here we come, here we are. You've heard that expression, pimps in the pulpit. Pimps in the pulpit. Well, pimps in the pulpit was a phrase, it's a metaphor used to talk about religious leaders who exploit their congregation for personal gain. But now, in this case now, with the National Baptist Convention, not only are there pimps in the pulpit, there are those who are being pimped in the pulpit. Harlots, as it were, in the pulpit. Listen to this and tell me what you think. Now, do you know that Target has partnership with the National Baptist Convention? It says Target's new partnership with the National Baptist Convention, announced amid an active DEI boycott, has drawn sharp criticism from faith leaders, activists, and supporters who call it a betrayal of black unity and economic protest. Come on, let's go in search of sanity here while we try to make some sense out of this. First of all, I don't know why the National Baptist Convention would decide to partner with Target, but listen at this, people. Listen at this. The National Baptist Convention, USA Inc., has a 3-year partnership with Target for $300,000. That's $100,000 a year. And with all the different congregations that the National Baptist Convention has, that's less than $10 a month per church. So not only is the NBC USA Inc. a harlot, they're cheap. I don't know nobody who will go out and prostitute themselves for that little amount. A month, even a crackhead on the street gets more than $10 a month. So here you have the National Baptist Convention, USA Inc., $10 a month per church. And they decided to make a deal with Target. So you see why I say they're not just a harlot, they're a cheap harlot. And I think I can use the word harlot. I want to use the WH word, but I don't think I'm allowed to use that. Do you know that Target is a multi-billion-dollar retailer? Think about that. Think about that. Last year, Target CEO Brian Carnell received a total compensation of $20.41 million. People, $20.41 million. One man received that last year from Target. Now, you heard that about what the one man received, right? The one man who received $20.41 million last year. Well, now the NBC USA Inc. $300,000 over a 3-year period. That's $100,000 a year, right? That's bad enough. But now the NBC USA Inc. has about 31,000 churches. So you take that $100,000, divide it among those 31,000 churches, that's less than $110 a year, or somewhere close to $110 a year. Did you hear that? $20.41 million to one man, 110 to a whole congregation. So do you see why I say Target is not just a harlot? It's a cheap harlot. And it's a mentally ill harlot. Because you gotta be mentally ill, people. I mean, my God, if you're gonna pimp yourself out, what's your worth? You think you're gonna, wait a minute. Give me a minute to compose myself. Now, I'm reading this from an article. It's from the The new journal landguide.com. I'm reading from this site. It says Target, a multi-billion-dollar retailer, has faced criticism in recent months after scaling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives in response to political pressure. Religious leaders and activists who launched the boycott accused the company of abandoning commitments to Black communities. Target told Black Press USA that it hadn't abandoned those commitments. And it goes on to say, the National Baptist Convention, USA Inc., is facing mounting criticism after announcing a 3-year, $300,000 partnership with Target, a company at the center of an ongoing boycott over its retreat from diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. It says, the deal made public on June 20th is intended to support scholarships, senior programs, entrepreneurship, and workforce development. But national faith leaders, media figures, and everyday churchgoers are denouncing the move as a betrayal. People, listen here. $110 a year, or less than $110. So that means we're talking $10 a month or less. People, listen to this. What kind of scholarships are you supporting? What senior programs? What entrepreneurship program? Workforce development? What can you develop for $10 a month? You're going to listen. Let me tell you something now. I might need to try to partner up with Target. If Target can show me, or maybe it's the National Baptist Convention I need to partner with, huh? If they can show me how they're going to take $10, because that's what it says here, they're going to take $10. They're going to support scholarships, senior programs, entrepreneurship, and workforce development. Come on now. I'm going to put a link to where I'm reading from, and read it yourself if you're so inclined. But I'm going to wrap this up, but bear with me a little while longer, okay? While we go in search of sanity. As a matter of fact, join me as we go in search of sanity. Now, amid the backlash, on social media in different places, even people who are members of the congregations of the 31,000 churches are asking for answers and demanding answers, as a matter of fact, and they're asking their ministers and stuff to continue to boycott Target. But listen to this, what the president of the NBC USA said. Now, sometimes I wonder if it's better if we just don't say anything. But this is what the NBC USA president, Dr. Boyce Kimber, says. I'm reading. NBC USA president, Dr. Boyce Kimber, has defended the deal, saying Target responded positively to their outreach, so they reached out to Target, and that the funds will help churches improve lives through education and economic empowerment. Now, when I said they reached out to Target, that was Louisville, not the article. It said, but that explanation is done little to ease tension. Now, listen, people, listen to what it says, what Dr. Kimber said. The funds will help churches improve lives through education and economic empowerment. This is Louisville. Dr. Kimber, listen, if you can take $10 a month and do all that stuff and improve education too, you don't need nobody to help you improve your economic empowerment. Bruh, you are the most economic empowered person I've ever met. On $10 a month, you're going to improve education and all this other stuff the article said, that according to the article, that you're supposed to be improving for your $10 a month. Partnership, helping seniors. Hey, I'm a senior here. Are you going to help me? Senior citizen in the house. But listeners, do y'all get what I'm saying here? Even though sometimes I throw in a little humor, but do y'all get what I'm saying? How can these people, the NBC USA people who did this deal with Target, how in the world can they still stand here, lay here, and still think it's a good idea? How? Listen, I'm about to go insane going in search of sanity. Get in the comments and tell me what you think about that. Do you think they can do all that with $10 a month? $110? I mean, $300,000 for 3 years to 31,000 churches and these leaders, Dr. Boyce Kimball and them, how could they even accept that and then have the gall? I mean, to talk about it. How? Join me. Let's go and search your sanity here. I really want your feedback. I want your comments. Do you think it was a good idea? You think it was a bad idea? You don't care one way or the other? Either way, let me know. But let me just recap. In 2024, Target generated 106.57 billion in revenue. That was in 2024, 1 year. Okay? In 2024, Target CEO Brian Cornell, total compensation was $20.41 million for 1 year. National Baptist Convention, USA Inc., $110 for 1 year. Somebody's insane. It's a poor man who doesn't know his own self-worth. So do you see why I say, or why I'm asking? It's the Baptist Convention, USA Inc. Are they targets, Harlot? And if they are they target cheap harlot? NBC USA Inc., you made yourself the prostitute to Target. Why did you do it? Keep on churning till the butter comes. Be encouraged.
In search of sanity.
Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Support our youth in any way you can. Keep on churning till the butter comes. Albert C. Richardson, a black man, patent the butter churn U.S. patent number 446470, February 17th, 1891. I'm Lily Bayer. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. I leave you with this. If they close my book, you remember my story. A Nat Turner Runner production. Lock and load. Lily Bayer. Be encouraged.